just a quick one on DX mode versus full frame mode. For me, even if you're using full frame glass, you can change the image area to use the DX sensor. So it's going to crop in a little bit and turn basically this camera into a APS-C sensor. Now, for those who don't shoot wildlife, this is not a big deal, right? But actually, I'll give you a use case about why it would be a good deal. But especially when you're shooting wildlife, what you want is extra range. So I've got 2x extender, 150 to 600mm, so I'm 1200mm, right? But that bird might be a little bit far away. I move closer, it's going to fly away. Not going to see that nice behavior, etc. But what I can do is turn this camera into DX mode, crops in on the sensor, only allows you to shoot 4K. 4K is really good. The 4K looks beautiful. No, it's not as good as the 5.3 or the 6K, I imagine, but you do get the extra range. So it's as if it's on a crop sensor camera. This is something to consider. Again, in an event use case or a corporate use case, if I've got this Sigma 18 to 35 on, or the equivalent in full frame, because of course I would have to use both, right? I would then be able to use the 24mm. So I'm going to be going to the 24mm to 200 as a starting lens for this camera. I could use the 24mm, right, all the way to the 200mm on full frame. Then I could switch it into DX mode and then get the cropped version of that. So I could get even more range, right? So again, if I want that more compression, or I want specifically to showcase or have more variation in my shots in regards to millimeters that I'm using, which would infinitely make your films better, then I have that option because I can use the DX mode. And that's one of the reasons actually why I think this camera is potentially underrated in that respect, because I don't think enough. I know other cameras can do it, but one of the benefits of this camera is having that full frame and the DX mode with still really, really high quality footage and images. Again, you could, I imagine, don't know, haven't tested it, but I imagine you could do the same thing with photos as well.